All right, good morning. Boys are on the bus. That means I am heading to the gym and get a workout in. Today is an upper body focused day. So I got some shoulders, some arms, biceps, tries. I got little, I don't know what you call them, doing single arm dumbbell snatches. So I had shoulders, just probably back involved and everything else. So a lot of good stuff going on. And I'm sore from the other day doing leg day. So I ended up doing, I had to travel yesterday. And I'll get to that in a little bit for work. And so I did my Thursday workout. On Wednesday late afternoon was another leg day. And even though there's some work I need to do with my tempo, especially on my Romanian deadlifts, it got nice legs, nice and sore, excuse me. But today, starting the day off with some military shoulder press, and I got overhead arm extensions, working my triceps. I got dumbbell snatches. Sorry, just making sure as people driving here, some bicep curls. And there's one additional thing I can't remember off the top of my head. And so upper body focus, no legs, which is good because my legs are a little bit sore. And yesterday was a lot of walking, which is good. Getting all my steps in, that was no problem. But also a lot of standing because yesterday was the one-day event. And so everybody else flew in on Wednesday and they're flying home today, which is Friday. I flew in yesterday morning, so I missed some of the morning sessions that we were putting on. And then I got there for the rest of the day, and then I left last night. And so I got home, which is good. I had things with the kids and such that wanted to be here. And being it's a short flight for me, makes it really simple. But it was a incredible day, and the room was packed with agents from all across the country. Our loan officers were there, and it was fantastic. So this is our second live event we did, and one of the things we do is we always are just trying to improve and get a little bit better every single time we do things. And so we made some changes from the first event to this event, and very, very, very positive feedback. I had realtors coming up to me and thanking me for putting this event on and how amazing it was. One guy said to me, this is the best single day event he's ever been to. Other agents were telling me, that I didn't really know what to quite expect. And it's so different than what other lenders and such will do when they put on anything sort of similar, where they invite realtors to. Another agent told me, hey, it was so great. You weren't talking at us, you were talking with us. And I thought that was really cool. And that's kind of our goal. Our overarching theme of it is we want to help you do two things. Is we want to help lower the headaches in your experience in your business. Can't get rid of all of them, obviously, because it's real estate. And two is help you generate more business. And so everything that we presented was focused around those two major themes and how we help them accomplish it. And doing it while having fun. Like when I speak, I like to throw jokes in there and you just have a little fun and be silly and loosens people up and not being so uptight. Now, does everybody like that? Probably not. Of course not, right? You can't be everything to all people, but it's who we are, and we want to be different. And it's because we don't want to be like everybody else. Like one of the agents said, is that this was so different than anything else that I've ever been to that a lender puts on. And that's intentional because we don't want to be lumped in with everybody else because we're not like everybody else. We don't approach business like everybody else. We don't operate like everybody else. We don't approach the sales side like everybody else, because if you do things like everybody else, you get everybody else's results. And we don't want everybody else's results because their results aren't the results we want. You look at the average production of salespeople, and really in any profession, do you want the results of what everybody else typically is getting? No, you want the best. And in order to do that, you can't do what the majority do, how they approach things, their mindset. It's got to be different. And that's one of the things that we work on with our sales team, our loan officers constantly, is to think differently. Okay, what's your first natural inclination on how to do this? Now ask yourself, is this how everybody else would do it? If the answer is yes, well, generally, you need to do it differently. And that's one of the things that I try to harp on the most, especially when people are onboarding with us, the sales team, is that, hey guys, essentially, saying in different ways, we want to completely erase the way that you've been thinking and going about producing and growing your business before, because it wasn't working. Because if you wouldn't be coming to us to help you grow your business if what you were doing was working. So we can't go back to our habits. Now, people continue to go back to the habits. There is comfortability and familiarity, and so people constantly going back to that sort of thing, but we help them fight and push against it. It's because if they keep going back to what they've done, they're going to get their results. And so it was really good for some of our loan officers that are still newer to us, that are out there first time at being one of these events, and kind of seeing us in action, deploying the things that we talk about. Because it's one thing to hear us talk about the philosophies and in sales and group coaching calls and individual coaching calls. It's another thing to see it in practice. And here's one of the cool things. The things that we were teaching to the realtors and sharing, and the value that we provide and how we want to help them grow their business, the things that we're teaching, we were doing to them, teaching the things that we are doing to them, which is kind of cool. So they're seeing the things in action. We talk about the friendship formula. We're talking about the principles and the theories behind it. Not even theories, but the principles behind it, why it works. All the while, we are implementing the friendship formula at the exact same time. And so you could see what we're talking about working, and the agents and the relationships with them. Like for me, like I was in there in the very beginning when people are doing introductions, and all of a sudden I just show up, I come in late in the door, and all of a sudden I just walk up to the front after, there's a guy speaking, and then I say hi and all that stuff. You could see like, okay, who's this guy? Okay, we heard you'd be here, but you could see that it was kind of a little awkward at first for them. But as it went on, as I continue to speak and share and all these things, is you could see their tone change. And then when we had some breaks and social time and such, and people wanting to come up and talk, you can see the things opening up. So anyway, a lot more to talk about this, and a lot more to digest and share with you guys and gals. But right now I'm at the gym, so I got to get that in. See you later.